Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here at Queenie's, boys and girls, and welcome to this brand new day. My bracelet is somewhere over there on the hamster stuff. I had to really clean off the top of the hamster cages, and so it's misplaced at the moment. It's on top of the cages, but still. And I have a little fluffy boy. This is, of course, little Dust Mop. He is, I think, older than I had originally thought. I can feel his spine pretty strongly right here. So I think he's older than I originally thought. But that's okay. I mean, he's a sweetie. He runs around and he does what he has to do. And he's cool. He's quite awesome. He was running around in his cage, of course. So I brought him out so that people could see him. He's a sweetie. I just love hamsters so much. I'm going to put you back, little guy. Hopefully you can get some sleep or rest. Little Gojira is getting older. She doesn't run around as much. She just spends more time sleeping and just grooming and stuff in her little nests. Saber, of course, she's got pyometra, so hopefully it doesn't hurt. But she's still with us. I don't know how long, but I gotta look up some form of treatment since I can't afford to take her to a vet. And, of course, little Dr. Snurf is still doing well. I've actually ordered him some coconut oil because I read, or did I see on a video, someone had mentioned somewhere that they had scruffy stuff like Dr. Snurf is having, but that coconut oil worked for that. So I ordered some coconut oil. It was like $5 off of Amazon. So that'll hopefully show up. Oh, it was a real quick, down in comments, Kathy Kitscat has been saying, hey, something showed up at the post office for you. They may have delivered it to the post office, but they haven't delivered it to my post office box. I've been going there for days and nothing. So I guess I should go down there and ask them if it's back there somewhere. Because stuff has showed up before and been put back on the shelves with no notice. So they might have done that again with one of their frequent meth breaks there at our local post office. So there's nothing for me at the post office, even though the post office has had it delivered to them. So yeah, I'm going to go in and check. Thumbs up for that. Past that first off, the Shelton, Washington weather, plague rat, and spider report. Weather, I don't know. It kind of seems like there's a cloud cover. And, of course, there's flies in here. Because the light outside isn't sharp. It's more diffuse. So I think there's a cloud cover. At least for now. Which is fine. I mean, that happens. Especially in southern Shelton. Where it's always raining and wet and such, and then you go into downtown Shelton or northern Shelton and it's dry, and then you come back to southern Shelton and you've got to pop your umbrella out. So thumbs up on that. Plague rat report. Well, I had to stop in at the store once yesterday. The second time I went out. Second time? Yeah, I think it was the second time. I'm not quite sure I went to a store. I can't remember what I did, but still, I went out walkies. Which is good. I just wish I could remember what the heck I did. Still, exercise, it's good for you. Definitely a thumbs up. Because, yeah, I went out yesterday before the post office closed to go check, and it was hot. But, hey, exercise. It's good for you. The destination is the journey. Plague rat report, of course. People are largely wearing masks. Not entirely. I'm wearing my mask more and more out, even when those areas that I would usually not wear it because there's just nobody. Like when I'm walking on the train tracks, I've gotten to the point now it's easier that when I just finish a pre-roll, boom, mask on. Doesn't matter where I am. So thumbs up on that. And more people are, but of course, large groups aren't. And it remains a political issue in the U.S. as the administration continues to be completely confusing, saying follow the CDC's guidelines, but if you do, we're going to punish you. But you have to, but don't. And so that's special. What's even more special is, of course, the administration had said, now you need to send all the information to us, at which point all the information has been going to the administration and everything available to the public has been scrubbed. You used to be able to go to the CDC website to find out what's going on with the rate of infection, all that, scrubbed. So, yay, we're descending into fascism. It's wonderful, especially since in Portland, Oregon, they had unmarked federal agents in unmarked vehicles just jumping out, grabbing people with no warning or any such, protesters, shoving them into vehicles and then racing off. No police activities, just show up, shove, gone. People would be gone for hours, and when they were dropped off, they're just dropped off. It's bad. This is the Gestapo. This is a brown shirt situation. This is any tin pot dictatorship. Welcome to the United States. Thumbs up for that. Past that, though, since that's awful, also wanted to talk about how if you're military, especially if you're older school military, you don't like the brass because they're the REMS, rear echelon MFs. I want to stay monetized. That's really what's going on right now. I watched a video where the GOP and the administration right now has limited. They were going to have a huge, they say, 25 to 50,000 people campaign. Now it's down to like less than 2,000. And if you have guests, at some point you may bring it up to 7,000 people. So the GOP in our country, the United States, has said, we're going to be taking this seriously because it's dangerous. If we all pack into convention sites, we may die. So we are going to limit our contact because we don't want to get sick. Now, all of you, schools are going to open, pack your kids in there. They're going to be 2 feet apart, no masks, and if they don't, all money goes away, and, well, if you die, you die. Because after all, that's what Betsy DeVos of the administration has said when they pressed, what are we going to do? Schools have to open. Well, it's dangerous. What are we going to have to do? Schools have to open. Well, what are we going to do? What are your plans? Only 14,000 or so children will die. They're taking it seriously. They're being safe. You have to go out and die so that they don't lose money. I don't like the administration of the country that I live in, and I've not liked the country I've lived in for quite some time because of what's been going on in our government. The Reagan administration, with its me, greed is good behind the scenes machinations, they shoved a dagger into the heart of this country, and the current administration is just the maggots feeding on the remains of a corpse. But past that, let me check my list over here, because there's got to be something that's not depressing and awful. Again, I do this because it's for my mental health. The statistics are out there. I can't remember where I read this or heard it, but it's like of all the people that are on YouTube, if you plan on doing this as a job or anything, about 3% of the people that are on this platform make it. That means 97% of the people that come onto YouTube and try to make it, dude, that's a horrendous failure rate. You can look at that as either I need to push harder so I can be better than 97% of everyone on the platform, or you can look at it as, well, 97% fail, 3% don't We already know the algorithms favor, if you're already popular, they will continue to make you more popular. And if you're not popular, the algorithms will bury you because they want people to watch stuff. Stuff that's not popular is not going to get populated, is not going to be promoted. Let me say that in a way where I don't have to stop. Stuff that is popular will continue to get promoted because it is popular and it gets views. Stuff that isn't as popular, doesn't get as many views, will of course not get promoted as much because it doesn't get as many views and they need views. YouTube wants views. That's why if you watch, you can get sucked into horrific rabbit holes because they want you to watch. So if you're not altogether popular, you're likely not to get that way. It's a lot of luck and algorithms. Thumbs up. I'm not complaining. Again, I didn't start up my channel to become famous or rich. I started up my channel so that I would not die. I'm still alive. From my perspective, my channel has been a resounding success. I am less depressed than I have been in decades. I am still sober. I have been recovering from the death of my wife. I mean, sure, parts of my life, I have no vehicle. I have no immediate hopes of getting out of here to get a better place to live because of my monetary situation, because I'm disabled. So yeah, there's parts of the equation that I can't change that aren't good. But the rest of it, I am, even just 2 years ago from when I started, well, maybe 2.5 years ago, I can't remember the exact time. From before I started therapy, just a few years back, I have come so far that for me, this channel is a resounding success. As stated, I am better than I have been up here in my head in decades. Yes, it would be nice if this counted as a job, so that I wouldn't have to struggle every month and wonder if I'm going to be able to eat and move for pain control. But I'm alive. I'm alive, and I have some very nice, wonderful people out there that watch my videos and comment. Thank you all so very, very much. Monetarily, my channel is just a desert, a wasteland. Keeping me alive, my purpose for this thing, recovering, getting better. Resounding success, and thank you all so very, very much. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Oh, I may get a little louder, a little wilder, at least for a couple days here. My housemates, they're a couple, you know, they're a young woman and a young man, they're a couple, so they've gone camping for a couple days, so it's just me and my cats, my hamsters, and I'm taking care of their guinea pig downstairs. They used to have, well, they had 4 for a while, and then almost immediately one of their rescue ones died, so they just had 3. And then one of the girls died, so they just had 1 girl and 1 boy. And then, well, the boy died, and now it's just the last guinea pig. They get old and they die just like everything else. On that quick note, there are no pet stores in Shelton, Washington. I have no vehicle. I've lost my contacts for picking up rescues. So if nobody gives me a rescue, like with little Dust Mop here, when these hamsters I have go, I don't know where to get any more little fuzzy fellows. And that makes me sad. Because I can't take a 10-hour trip via public transportation from here to Olympia, Washington, 25 miles away, to pick up a pet at a pet store. I'd have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to catch the bus to get there, and it would be well after 6 o'clock at night before I got back just to go to a pet store. I can't do that. That's too long. I would be dead before I finished. Thumbs up. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one. I do answer as many as I can, but for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, in case you didn't notice. And of course, even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, grief, mourning, and more, I'm lucky I can count to 3 sometimes. I get lost doing that. 1000% better than I am just even a year ago. And I think I've still got at least a year or 2 more of recovery to go. But there is a limit, and I will reach it one day. But hopefully it'll be far away. Some call it my Chrome. We have Glastonbury, thumbs up and thank you, and Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Yogeshwaran, I'm nowhere close, that's an English pronunciation, but thank you very, very much. And Kathy Kitscad, I'm going to have to talk to them, ask them. I'm going to go there after stuff this morning and say, do you have it just back there? So here's hoping. Blue Bull 2006, thumbs up. STFWN, thumbs up and thank you. We have Aaron S, greatly appreciated, always good to see you. Jenna Jordan, thumbs up and thank you. Fergst, FRGST, thumbs up and thank you. Tom 44, greatly appreciated. Henry Giovanetto, it is good to see you in the comments now. Aaron S, and good to see you as always. Did I say Christopher Thomas? Well, if I did, then here, you get it twice. Christopher Thomas, thumbs up and thank you. And good to see you in the comments. Perfect Tragedy. Don't know how often you watch, but if you do, thank you. Seba, I don't know how that's pronounced, but thank you very, very much. Comic Gray, exclamation point at the end. Thumbs up and thank you much. Jacob Salinas, thumbs up. Colin Reisner, thank you much. Josh Sanabria, thank you very much. I hope to get back to Borderlands, but it's been so long. I'm going to try. GD Yeti 420, thumbs up and thank you. And ASAP Frostbite with an 8 instead of a B, thumbs up and thank you very much. Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments. Christopher, no, I already said Christopher Thomas, and that other one. So, Campaign, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, YN, thumbs up and thank you also very much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thumbs up and thank you. Oh gosh, good golly, just Molly. I had a horrible bout of heat-related anxiety last night. I gotta get another fan, so I have 2 fans going on in my bedroom. It is just, ugh. It feels like I'm claustrophobic, trapped in a cave almost, when I'm trying to lie in bed and sleep. It's bad. It's bad, and it's all because of the heat. Ugh. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign, and there are some beautiful and wonderful people that have made some donations of late. Thank you all so very, very much. That would be very, very cool. Or if you could donate to my, become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you wanted to help me out, but you didn't want to send money to one of those 2 places, I have a PayPal link down below. That would be cool if you could check that out. And if you wanted to help me out without sending money, excuse me, I have an Amazon wish list link as well, if you could check that out, with stuff like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that'd be very cool, but do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled, and if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. A definite thumbs up, and I smacked my pop shield there. Oops. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and no. There we go. That's much better. Hit that bell. That would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you're down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. Well then. I have a video that I need to not record, but edit and render the second half of the Scar game, the new retro classic feeling but more modern looking scar. Definitely a thumbs up. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and practice social distancing, wear a mask, practice self-care in these very hard times. Watch out for the cops. They are murderous, rioting monsters. Justice for everyone they kill. And, well, hope that everything's okay as we continue our descent into authoritarianism and fascism.